This is the one and only TQuest. You're tuned into the TQuest Show, relatable, informative, yet entertaining. You know what? A lot of people have been contacting me about the show, and we always have great feedback because for some odd reason, I'm lying. We all know why. You guys think I am super awesome, super dope, but we want to switch it up a little bit. We want to start doing some segments like I used to do years ago when I first became a radio personality. And something I used to do is actually have an intro. I actually used to have a theme song, and I think it's time to go back to that. So I'm wondering, should we have a theme song where I do my theme song? Because I'm my favorite subject. Or should I have one of my fans come up with a theme song for me? Maybe we could do like a contest and have one of them pick and choose which should be the theme song, and then have a prize for them or something. I think that'd be super awesome because I love to connect with my fans, and let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world today. So we want to make sure that we keep people vibrant, keep them going, keep everything flowing. So you know what? I'm going to definitely put that together and have like some type of contest and then see what's up. And then of course, it'll be played in the beginning of every TQuest show. And if they do it properly, they probably can monetize off of it as well. Enough about all that. Remember, if you are new to my show, if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download the TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. And sign up for my mailing list on my website, godlovemeworld.com. When it comes to me and my businesses, I cater to my fans. So if there's something that you need and want and desire from your girl TQuest the entertainer, make sure you contact me so I can deliver that. Long as it's something realistic. Because usually when I say that, y'all definitely be in my DMs asking for the most craziest things. And I'm like, you know what? You guys are a little team too much for my liking. But it's okay because I love each and every one of you guys. So, to a certain degree, I'll cater. But other than that, I don't know. But speaking of catering, today we are catering to another guest for the show, and they're catering, actually calling right now. So what we're going to do is have a little fun. We're going to dig deep into their story. We're going to listen to their new single. And then if you like them, which I'm sure you would because I like them, make sure you follow them on all social media platforms because here on the TQuest Show, we are here to cater to every artist. And if they are popping, you need to stream their music. You need to support them. You have to do your job as a fan, a supporter, and a consumer. So without further ado, our caller, are you there?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, this is SweetApple West.
How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm amazing, like every day of my life.
You got it. You got it going on then.
You already know. It's not like you already did your research because your girl TQuest is popping in these streets.
Hey, trying to see what's up with that,
And
man.
you already know, baby. So, for the ones who may not know who you are, which is shame on them, tell them again your name loudly and clearly, and then let them know where you're from.
This is SweetApple West. I'm from East Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a rapper, producer. Been doing this for about 15 years.
Ooh.
Music is my therapy. I mean, it's my way of escape, and it's also my way of relating to every person I can to like seek a deeper understanding of everybody. And that's how I feel like I can relate to everyone because I try to understand everybody. You feel me?
Oh, okay. So you think by the end of this interview you'll be able to understand me?
A little bit. A little bit at a time. You know what I mean? I can understand a little bit. I'm a patient person.
Oh, okay. Well, we shall see by the end of the interview. But let's start from the beginning. Your entertainment name is SweetApple West. Now, are you sweet?
I can be. I am by nature, yes. But unfortunately, over the years, just friends and life and all the hurdles that life throws at you, it can make you into a monster. But I still stay true to myself. I'm still a kind person at the end of the day.
Okay. I mean, like you said, you never know what's gonna hit you when it comes to life.
Right.
Because me, I'm
you know, when your back's against the wall, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But you know, that's the hardest part, is not letting it change you. You know, like
definitely the hardest part. Everybody in life itself, always trying to test you. But you gotta try your best not to come out of character. You gotta stay professional, try to stay calm. And in certain cases, gotta be a little sweet. Now I'm curious. I've never heard a name like SweetApple West before, so tell the people exactly where that stemmed from.
So it's actually just my name backwards. My name's Wesley SweetApple. Like, that's my government name. And I'm just one of the, I mean, like, my name's already unique. I thought for years, like, you know, I went by so many stupid names. I can't even, like, begin to tell, like, I don't even want to say, but, like.
No, you should. You definitely should.
I went, what did I go by? I went by West. I went by Mantra. Okay. I went by, just a bunch of stuff that just, you know, seemed like it was forced, you know, and then one day I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go by my name, like, just Wesley SweetApple, that's what I'm going to go by, like, it kind of seems like more and more people were doing that anyways, you know, instead of, like, going off the, like, you know, the young this or little that, and, like, not any disrespect to them, but, you know, it was just kind of like the game was kind of changing, but I was sitting with my DJ, and we were just, you know, like, making songs, cutting records, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go by West SweetApple, you know. He's like, no, man, you should go by SweetApple West. And I was just like, I don't know, I already go by West. I don't like saying Wesley, you know, because, like, I got a southern drawl, and it sounds like I put a T in, and people start saying West or Wesley, and I'm just like, I just was like, screw it, I'm going by West. And then, but yeah, he said SweetApple West, and I was just like, yo, that rolls off the tongue. I can rhyme anything with that. SweetApple West, the best, you know, come up with the rest, you know. It's just, it's easy to rap with that. So, like, absolutely. Yeah, that's how I stuck with it.
Factamundo, and it rhymes with TQuest. What up? So, I definitely rock to it. But yeah, that's quite interesting, because when you first look at it, I was like, it could be his name. But, you know, sometimes people really be having unique stories.
You know, I would not choose that. If my name was something completely different, I'm going to be real. That's not the name that I would go with.
All right, cool. So I'm just glad that I was right, as usual. I was like, it's probably his name, but let me just ask, just to be clear. You know, because, like I said, SweetApple, I'm like, it could be his last name. You never really know.
Let's hope it's not a nickname.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I really didn't want to take it there, because it would have been a little bit uncomfortable. But I'm glad that you understand that, because you're a smart man.
I've heard, man, like, you can either, like, you know what I'm saying, like, fight everybody, like, at first, like I did when I was a kid, or you can just, like make fun of yourself about it, you know what I mean? It's just me fully embracing my name, who I am, you know what I mean? So, like, I've heard it all. Nothing anyone's going to say about the name is going to, like, get to me. Like, it's just funny. Like, I'm actually curious to see what people come up with.
Is that right? Okay. All right. Well, you said you've been doing music for over 15 years. I'm like, that's interesting. Yeah. So, I like to ask my guests the same question, and then have to ask you the same thing. So, when you did that assignment when you were younger, and they said, when I grow up, I want to be, what did you write down?
Let's see, that assignment, damn, what year was that?
I don't know.
I always like, honestly, when I was like a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. I've always loved space, like outer space, just anything to do with, like, the unknown, you know, always fascinated me. But when I was like about 11, 12 years old, when I started playing music, I knew it was like, within that first summer, I started playing music, like, this is what I was going to do. Like, nobody could tell me different. Like, I'm very versatile. I played football in high school. I made, like, good grades. Like, you know, I could pick up really anything, you know, quickly. But this is what, you know, like, my soul thrived in. You know, I mean, this is what I knew I had to do, and I knew I had, like, a voice relatable to everybody, because, like, I mean, I've always had just, like, been able to get along with just about anybody. Like, it doesn't matter who they are. Like, I was, you know, friends with the nerds, jocks, the, you know, outcasts, like, everybody, you know, like, so I just, I knew music was, like, it was gonna be something bigger than me, but I knew it was gonna be a journey, though, you know, like, I always, like, I'm a perfectionist, so I have to, like, it's really hard for me to, like, kind of, accept or like put myself out there all the way. So I've spent hours and hours, I mean, just countless days, months, years, like perfecting my craft before I ever like actually showed anybody like I could rap. Like I played instruments long before I started rapping. I played drums, guitar, and bass. Like I was playing in bands for a long time, but secretly I was like writing lyrics and writing raps, and I loved like the old school beats, like soulful stuff. Like that's what always got my attention, like B.I.G. and old school Tupac and stuff. But
okay.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I was just interviewing this producer, and he was telling me about all the instruments he played, especially back in high school. And I was telling him that I used to get jealous in high school because when we were in high school, you know, you have the talent show. And me being me, I was the only person in school that ever did 2 sets in the same show every year.
What'd you do?
Well,
what were your skills?
Like one year I did a singing song by myself, and then I did a dance with the girls, right?
Right.
So technically,
hold on. What did you sing? Like, what did you sing to though?
Oh, I did a song called "Free Again" by Monifa.
By Monita, is that like? Is she like classic? Like what era is she in?
She's 90s R&B.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
So I did that one, and then I did a dance with my girls to like "Don't Judge Me," but like, you know, like "Freak a Leak," Petey Pablo.
That shit was popping. It still is.
I did like I put a mix together with that and like some mace, you know, just a little blend.
You were jealous of, I mean, if you had the confidence to go out there and do that, like, I mean, there's no way. I'm like, the only way I've ever gone on stage is because, like, I can play an instrument or I can do this. Like, just going out there with, like, and, like, dancing. No.
But it wasn't that I was not confident in my gifts. You know, just even the next year, like my senior year, I switched it up. I came up with a choreographed routine with a different group of girls. And then the next time I did a set of, like, rapping and singing, you know? But
of like what kind of singing?
I was rapping and singing the next year.
Oh, rap and sing.
Yeah. So
like, were you doing like covers or you like performing your own stuff?
My own song.
Dope.
You know, but which was cool. But the only issue was every year I would lose to a band. The bands,
like a rock and roll band.
Yes, they always took #1 every single year.
Those things are rigged anyway.
And I'm
everybody knows that.
I'm so sick of this.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I never placed in any of the talent shows I was in, and I played. Oh my God, what song did we play? I was playing bass. Oh, it was "Hot for Teacher" by who is that? Van Halen or I can't remember. Yeah, and like. No, we still didn't. I mean, we killed it too, and like, just I think some like screamo band or something that like everybody already listened to there, like you know they like won even though they were terrible. Like.
Absolutely, and I'm just like I'm so sick of going second and third when it comes to talent shows.
That's the thing. You can if you're passionate about it, you're gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Well, I haven't stopped since, so I've been doing music and entertainment and media full time ever since. So clearly.
Yeah, you the winner there.
You know, but I'm just like, dang. But the thing is, like, even my mom, she's like, them bands is always winning. And I'm like, you know what? Much respect for people who actually play instruments. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't do it. I think it's an amazing gift, especially the ones who can play an instrument and rap, sing, and dance, and do all type of things all at the same time. That's a true talent.
Yeah, rapping and playing is pretty hard. I tried to like rap and play the drums. I can get about like 8 bars in, like pretty good, but like I can't be doing nothing too crazy. Like, but I don't know what's weird though is like rapping and drums is like the same thing. I feel like I derived that talent from playing drums because like it's the same thing. It's rhythm. You know what I mean? Like you can play a drum beat, boom, 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 or rap like that. You can mirror that flow. Like there's endless flows. And it's funny, like you know, people just kind of recycle all the same kind of styles. But like if you understand rhythm and drum beats, just listen to a bunch of drum beats, and you can just like mimic those flows. Like so. I don't know, it just came naturally to me. I love that shit. Like, I'm a very rhythmic person, except I cannot dance unless I'm drunk.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know it.
I'm so sorry to hear that. No, but...
It's not my thing.
Yeah, and I get it. That's the same thing with...
I mean, like, I get, like, pumped. Like, I'll get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll run around, like, just get, like, you know what I'm saying, rowdy. But, like, I'm not, like, out there, you know...
You got served?
Like Chris Brown doing that.
Oh, that was definitely me. That was definitely me. And even at the
Hey,
pep
no, and
rally.
that shit's dope. That shit's hot, but
Exactly. I
like,
was like, let's go. That
not when I
song.
do it.
What was that song back in the day? Timbaland and Magoo. Breathe in, breathe out. The song they did and You
Oh
Got
yeah,
Served.
I remember those dances too. Like the,
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah, they were fire.
That was
When
definitely my
TikTok was
era.
around back then, man, that shit would have been even more like.
You're
Well.
absolutely right. But you know, it's kind of cool. Same thing when it came to like keyboard class. It was easier for me to do keyboard class than other people because I'm like, it's the same notes you practice when you're singing.
Oh, y'all had keyboard class? Nah,
Yeah.
man. Like we had band, but like there wasn't just like a class everyone except for what was that little flute, the recorder, like that back
Oh
in like
yeah, the
fifth
flute and
grade.
clarinet.
Yeah, that was this. But yeah, I didn't go to school. I guess good enough. Where did you? What school did you go to, bro? Were you from Indiana? Or?
No, I'm actually from Connecticut.
Oh, okay. So that's where you like went to high school and stuff.
Yeah, so like when I
Gotcha.
played the flute and clarinet, that was back in like first grade.
First
And
grade? Yeah, nobody saw a clarinet. They even knew what a clarinet was till like sixth grade in my county.
but yeah, they had keyboard class and it was dope. It was dope until it came time to do the final because you in class on the keyboard, but the final had to be on a grand piano. I'm like, first of all, this don't even feel right.
This is not what we were playing.
You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta press harder now. It's messing up my flow. This is a setup.
You feel like you gotta be Beethoven on that thing.
Exactly. But the one thing I love about music is just it's our escape, it's our happiness, it's our well-being, and that's why musicians, I feel, connect more with one another or should connect more with one another, especially the ones that have a passion for what we do.
It's crazy, you know, like as I've gotten older and play music more and more, like I've always tried to like classify like, oh, like music, you know, like feels like, well, this is what it feels to me, but like I feel like it means something different to like every single person. Like somebody said it, but it's like playing a song to 80,000 people and hearing 80,000 people like singing back for different reasons. Like that's a whole different, like, you know what I mean? So like music's something special, just like whatever that feeling is for you, like you hold that sacred. That's why it's so subjective, and it's like hard to like, group it and class, you know, that's why we all want to do that, but it's just endlessly like, I mean, it could be whatever we want to be, you know, like everybody's unique here. So.
Absolutely. Like reading a book. Everyone can read a book, but everyone's going to interpret it differently.
Right, exactly. So, like, I mean, especially with music, I mean, there's so many different things going on, like, I love it, man. That's the thing, though, like, everybody listens to music, though, like, everybody listens to it, unless you're just, I mean, complete psychopath, like, have you ever had friends like that, like, just, like, they didn't really listen to music? Like, I don't know, I've always had, like, one or two friends that were like that. I'm just, like, I cannot, like, I can't hang with you, like...
I mean, you know, I've always ran in circles with all different types of people.
Oh yeah,
but
like those, just what do you think about?
But I've never heard of someone who never listened to music before. That sound like the same thing as like eating. Like you don't eat. Like how are you surviving?
They would listen to the generic radio stations in the car, but like you never hear them listening to music. Like they couldn't name their favorite band. I don't know. I had this like one dude that I used to work with. We ended up becoming like homies like for a bit, but like yeah, he just didn't listen to anything. He would listen to he played video games all the time, so he would listen to the video game music, I guess. So like I don't know, those people freak me out, man.
Absolutely. So you said you're in Georgia?
Yeah, I'm in East Atlanta, like Decatur. It's like literally like 10 minutes downtown, or away from downtown Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. So I know there's probably a question you may hear, and I'm always curious, depending on who it is. Because, well, all right, he done hung up the phone. It was just about to get good, yo. But don't worry, he's gonna call back. I don't know what happened, but we gonna get it popping. Here we go. Hello.
Hey, sorry. This is Wes. Sorry, people keep blowing me up because it's my birthday today, and they're like,
"Oh, happy birthday!"
Thank you.
Oh,
so I wasn't trying to but yeah, God, I mean, I literally had like 10 calls, and I told everybody, like, I was like, yo, don't call me right now. But
well, I mean,
it's not about me; it's about them.
No, it's literally about you. And like with me, when it comes to birthdays, it's a big deal, right? Because I celebrate not just my day, not just my month, but I celebrate my season too. So I celebrate the whole Libra season, right? So in my mind, the end of September. Are you a Libra? I surely am. So
when's your birthday?
My birthday is October 20th.
Oh, okay. Damn, you're close to you're close to the Scorpio, close.
Exactly. So, like, I'm popping. So it's like you
got it figured out, and you passed.
You already know. So it's like the end of September is mine, and then the whole month of October is definitely mine. Then I'll stop at Halloween because then I need to give myself a day of rest because I'm definitely not going out on Halloween. You know, because I keep telling people, you don't know who's behind those masks. What happens if I get attacked? They're like, who attacked you? He was wearing a blue and red suit. Like, who? Spider-Man? Yes, he was the one that attacked me. Like, you can't say that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. So, like, that could have been anybody.
But yeah, so
you're right. I never thought of it. Like, I always thought about that on 4th of July. I'm like, yo, I'm not going out on 4th of July because that's like prime time to I can't tell the difference between gunshot or fireworks sometimes. Like, yo, those were questionable. So I feel you.
Halloween is the one. Halloween is the one. You stay inside. You buy your own candy.
Yeah, that's even sneakier. Yeah, you can do.
Because you don't know who's behind the mask and who's in the costumes.
You're right. I just throw a party at my own crib, like with my own homies, just like. You know what I'm saying? Like 5, 10 of us and just get drunk there. Like I'm good.
Exactly. And then you safe. You don't have to go nowhere. Like you have to be very mindful when it comes to these holidays. I don't like holidays. I said people don't book me on holidays unless you want to pay me $1 million because my life is at risk.
Right. No, I feel you. You know. You have a big family, like y'all like Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything? Like you have a big
Not really. Well, I have a big family when you go like cousins and generations. But like my little clique, like my Connecticut crew, like it's smaller, and then I'm the only one in the Midwest right now. And you know, in this music industry, you never know where I'm gonna end up. Your people's out in Georgia and Atlanta area have been trying to get me out there for like 15 plus years.
Damn, ever since Freaknik.
Hey, Turk on that.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It's
you never
crazy.
Wanted to move. You don't like. You never wanted to move here.
My thing is, I wanted to go because I want to go, not because people feel I should.
Oh yeah, and you want to feel like it's the right move.
Exactly. And my thing is, that's why I was going to ask you before the phone hung up was, you know, what they saying, Atlanta is kind of like the LA of California or New York City where all these opportunities are. But when I speak to Georgia artists, I'm just like, yes, there's a lot of opportunities out there. But do you ever feel like you get lost in a shuffle because there's so many of people out there trying to do the same thing? Or does everyone really get all the love?
Man, like you just gotta actually like be doing something and stay consistent. Yeah. Like, you know, like there's a lot of like people who latch, you know, just like everywhere else, just latch on to trends, like doing their own thing, whatever. But yeah, it is easily to get, you know, you can get lost in the sauce for sure. Like it's easy to like get in a rut and like stay down there, like stay broke. Like I did for a long time. Like it wasn't just up until the past 2 years. Like I really like, you know, came up, you know, I worked my ass off, worked, you know, however many jobs I had to do, like do whatever, you know, like, but if you're unique and you're, you know what I'm saying, like you're constantly doing your thing, like people talk though, like people talk around here. Like you can't like, you know, if you're just kind of, you know, running your mouth or whatever, like everybody already knows it. So it's just like, it's just about who, you know, like it's just confident, you know what I'm saying, but doing their own thing. Like that's the way to do it.
No, I understand. And I know a lot of people out there. And I'm sure I would have flourished, but everything is all about timing, you know? So
it's all about timing.
Everything is all about timing. Just like today is all about you. Okay? So, with this new single that you have out called Carmen Electra, right?
Yeah.
I know you get this question asked by a lot of personality, but is it just a single? Is it part of an EP, an album, a project? What's going on with that?
It's actually it's part of my like debut mixtape.
Okay.
I've written tons of songs, like I said before, long before I ever put it out. But just recently, the past year and a half ago, or it's about a year ago, I bought like my own like full on home studio set. Like wasn't no like beginner stuff either. I was like, good enough level, and I just taught myself hours and hours. I put in for like a year and a half, and I went from making beats to recording myself, and now I put out songs like basically every month, up until recently. But Carmen Electra's one of the like lead singles I got for this project. It's hard to pick the one right now for me.
I understand. When you have like a lot of great songs, it's definitely gonna be hard to pick a single. It's like sometimes it's hard to pick the title of your project. It's hard to pick the artwork of the project. And just like, oh my god, everything looks so good.
But I kind of work backwards though. Like I usually come up with like a theme of a project and like how it should go musically, and then I end up like writing the choruses, then writing the verses, and weaving it all together. But this mixtape is called Mostly for Millennials, and like I've got this like millennial parody that I sampled, like I found like digging on YouTube one day, and like it's like basically like animal discovery, but like talking about millennials. Like this millennial like is on the prowl for an out I don't know. There's a bunch of like funny things like Netflix and chill. The millennials, art of seduction. Oh, but it didn't work. Now he likes to pick, it's just got all these like little funny samples like in between each song, and it all tells a story though. But like that keeps like the comical side, while like now I'm definitely more of like a serious, with the lyrics.
Absolutely. And it's interesting that you say like millennial. Earlier you said that you want to be an astronaut. So I'm thinking like, millennium, and then I'm thinking future, and then I'm thinking space, and that was kind of the vibe I got when I first heard the track.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm always like, I don't know, my mind, I have a very big imagination, and I like the way like just like continuing that like unknown, mysterious side. I mean, Scorpios are kind of like naturally like that anyway. It's like we're mysterious but driven, but like it's also kind of psychedelic. It's just like it makes you think. Like use your brain, like besides like whatever normal routine you've got, like whatever vibe, like whether it's like singing or like a little effect I put on there, or just like little sounds here and there. Like, but I like talking about space and like referencing like being alone, like being in a spaceship, So I don't know, it's kind of all tied together for me. It's like been my vision, like from there, it's like this whole outer space ride.
No, I think that's so dope. So did you actually produce a track yourself?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So tell me about more of your production side before we get into the track.
So I use FL Studio. Like I've been writing lyrics long before I was making beats, but like I could never find anyone to like make beats for me. So I was just like, screw it, I ended up having a friend that had a copy of FL, and I just like started teaching myself and just started watching YouTube tutorials over and over. But I really like using like jazzy guitars, or like sampling like just old school records and then making some really like dope modern sounding like drums and bass. Like bass is definitely like one of the most important aspects to me. Like I'm really like, I can play bass as well as like, use 808s or whatever, but like I've got to have like some bounce and like funk to it,
Absolutely. So I feel like
jazz guitars and just like old school like dope samples or vocal samples, over some over drums. Like I just got an electronic drum set, so I'm gonna be like able to finally like just make my loops on there instead of having to like draw it, play it on a pad or something. So I'm like hella excited about that.
Okay. So it's kind of like futuristic, but you still kind of have a balance of like an old soul. right? Because you do like jazzy type stuff. A little bit? Bit a bit? Anything? Where'd he go? Here we go again. So.
Oh, you there?
I'm here. What happened to you?
Sorry about that. I think I accidentally hit the mute button. I'm sorry about that.
That's strike 2. You know that, right?
It won't happen again, I promise. I need a bigger phone, I think.
Well, that's what you tell everybody. Everyone who keep contacting you, be like, yo, hit my Cash App so we can run that up so y'all can get me a bigger phone, because I can't be hanging up or mute myself when I'm talking to TQuest because it's so disrespectful. Okay?
Sorry. It's my birthday, though. I should just get at least one strike off, right?
No.
Alright, no mercy.
No. It's more the fact that it's your birthday, so let's just hope you don't get another strike. You see how I switched that?
No, I'm totally...
No, but what I was saying, well, if I was on mute, I mean, you heard what I said when it came to like your music, your style, and your beats.
Yeah.
Is like futuristic, but at the same time, you still have like a semi old soul because you like jazz and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I love like finding that, like, I don't know, it's just going through old school stuff. It could be from like, 1920 to 30s movies to, just like I have this app that's called Radio, and it like you can pick like what era, like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, like in any country you want around the world, and it'll play like the most popular songs around there. So I just like let that play when I'm like reading, like, or just kind of playing a video game or something, and like something will stick out to me, like, oh my god, what is that? Like, I felt that in my soul. It could be like an old, like, it could be a woman singing, it could be like a horn or a trumpet or something like that, and I just get obsessed with it from there.
Okay.
I don't stop till I make the beat, like, finish it.
So I'm curious, what do you feel is your targeted audience right now?
Definitely, like, anyone, like, around, like, I don't know, anywhere from, like, 18 to, like, 34, but mostly, like, in their mid to, late 20s, who have gotten out of that, like, high school phase, and they've either, they've, like, settled down in long-term relationships, or they, got, burned really bad, or they're just working really hard towards something and, like, don't, mess with anybody, like, anyone, like, I don't know, like, our generation's, like, we're struggling just like anybody else, of course, but, like, things, it's just, it's a really, like, this has been a really hard, like, transition for everybody, like, with COVID, like, people losing their jobs and stuff, and, like, anybody that's gone through any kind of struggle like that, like, feels alienated, like, whether, I definitely speak to them. Then I also have a lane where it's like, hey, like, we're not going to think about any of that. Let's have a good time. Like, but let's be real about it, though. While we're having a good time, sometimes, we're celebrating because we overcame something, or, you know what I mean? Like, we're for a reason, not just on some ignorant shit.
Okay. No, it's okay. I would have said like 3, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let that low bet slide.
Okay.
See,
I knew you had a sweet side too.
I mean, all of TQuest is sweet. Thank you.
Just a little bit.
No, a lot of it.
So do you have any music out?
Of course
I do.
Making, like, I have everything out. I have music out. I have an app. I have a website. I have 17,000 social media pages. I'm on like 15, 20 radio stations. I work for like 5 magazines. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here.
I'm saying, are you still playing, like, making music?
Yeah, I mean, I am. And they are like fiending for music. Like, I get cussed out almost every day by a different DJ. Where's the new music? Where's the new music? Where's the new music? One of them just hit me up last night, like, yo, I'm doing this mixtape. I need you to do a freestyle for the beginning of my mixtape. This is the beat I want. Can you have it to me in 24 hours? I was like, can you hit my cash up in 24 hours? Like,
That's part of the hustle, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, the amount of work you put into it, though, like, it rewards you. It always does. Like,
but to be honest, I love being on the media side, doing like the radio and the journalism and all that stuff a lot. But music will always be number one.
Too. Like, I can really relate to that too, man. Like, you know, I just like at the end of the day, I love like meeting new people and like just end up talking about music, like what music is to them and like what it is to me. And like, you never know. Like, you always like I don't know. I always kind of learn something every time about myself. Like, if I like really like get into it, you know what I'm saying? Like for hours and hours of conversation. But yeah, I love it. I was just wondering, like, definitely want to hear some of those covers.
Covers? Oh, I only do it.
Yeah, you said you're doing some covers, right?
No.
I know you had an original song you were rapping and singing.
Mine are original. Like the one for the mixtape he told me about last night. That's gonna be on independent because it's for his mixtape. But the music I put out is all in all original.
Do you like you just put it out as like singles, or do you do like full projects? Like, what do you like doing better?
I like doing both, but because of legal reasons with the producers from before, I wasn't able to release the songs. Some of them, a lot of them, but I was able to perform them when I used to like tour and everything.
Just for like sample clearance and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was able to perform them, but I just wasn't able to put them out. So this time around, it's like I'm working with new producers, new contracts, new everything. So when it comes time for TQuest to turn back into a music artist, it's gonna be golden. And the best part is
that's the best part. Like that sounds like a lot of like that's really like where like you really find like your true sound at. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, I'm like Diddy. I do what I want to do in that moment I want to do it. I could be on the producing side, I could be on the engineering side, the DJ side, or go back to artists. You know, whatever I feel like in that moment, that's what I was gonna do.
That's what's up. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I got some live people listening right now. They say he sound like he's trying to collab. Probably, I don't know, but
I'm just curious to hear people's music. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? You never know. Like, I've been trying to be more open about like who I collab, like just collaborating. Period. You know what I mean? Because like it's so easy to just like keep that shit, you know, just like keep it to yourself and like not tell anybody about it, but like just kind of do it on your own because you've got the exact idea in your head what you want it to be. But like when you, I don't know, I've been collaborating. I got my DJ to finally like start rapping and like
oh my god,
he was like okay at first, but like after like we've done like we've recorded like 10, 12 songs together. Like he's got some flow, and it's like it's a lot of fun, man. And, like you could hear it like in the music too, like just like the carefree kind of stuff, you know. So it's I don't know. I've been open about just like I like to check out different people's stuff that I talk to music about.
Absolutely, and that's funny. You got your DJ to start rapping because I've done that with one of my homegirls, and we were just chilling, and she the type that she just loves to dance. So I'm like, since you love to dance, I'm about to make you one of my dancers.
Lucky. That's what I need, honestly. Yeah. I need like a good little like dance team.
For facts. It definitely enhances the performance. And then after that, and she be laughing and joking, she be rapping my words. I was like, don't do that. I'll bring it to the studio tomorrow and make you write a whole verse.
Right, you about to be a hype man real quick.
So I turned into a hype woman. I turned into a hype woman in one of my shows. Yeah. And then after that, I made her write a verse to a track.
Did you do it?
She did do it. It was to my song Back Hurt. Don't worry about my back hurt. Mind your business. So then she performed the songs of me and stuff, and I said I surely did. You know, because it's fun after a while. Yes, I'm very serious about what I do, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with having a little fun because you wouldn't expect this. Some girl just in the crowd laughing and joking. Next, she on stage dancing with you, and then all of a sudden, like, wait a minute, she got a verse too. It's all about entertaining your crowd.
Absolutely.
I know for a fact that she wasn't going to be a rap star or really on tour with me dancing because her field was science. But going for the gold, like, kind of style, brings that carefree, like, style, especially in, artists like us, where we're like, I'm gonna get it no matter what kind of thing. Like, it's a good balance, when you find out with the right person, or, like, bring it out of them. It was funny, my DJ, when I was trying to help him write
it was like his first verse to one of my songs. It's gonna be on the mixtape. It's called Asian Persuasion.
Yeah.
And he came home. He was like listening to Migos or something. He's like, dude, we just need to make a hard ass beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just make a really stupid hard beat. I made a beat in like 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, we're gonna rap to it. We're both gonna rap to it, you know, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, it was like pulling teeth. Like, he was literally like almost to the point, like don't tell him I said this, but like to the point of tears of like, I can't, because he just like, he didn't want to let me down, not be able to write it. But I was just like, here, like I threw out some words, like silly words about him, because he's like a punk rocker, but he's like an EDM DJ too, and like hip hop DJ. And like, I don't know, we've been best friends for years, but like I threw him a couple of words, and then like next thing you know, he's like, he put out a hard ass verse. Like, it's like some old Project Pat, like 3 6 Mafia stuff.
Yeah. That's
dope. Like, it goes in though. Like, I don't know. And like that was the first one. Like, ever since now, he's rapping like he's damn trying to be Eminem now.
Well, you know, you lit that flame under him, so now he ready to go.
Yeah, no, and we're a good team, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun, because like I'm trying to do like the whole live show thing different, man. Like, I'm trying to, you know, because we're all into, you know, they're more into electronic music, like him and my videographer, but, you know, I'm definitely like pure hip hop. I like some electronic, but like we've combined like the whole like aspect of like, you know, like a DJ set, like, you know, just like the constant like visuals and like, you know, like drops in, but it's going to be, you know, with my songs and like, you know, making it like a set like that. So.
Absolutely.
Definitely next year I'm gonna get right to it, man. When I'm dropping this mixtape, I'm just, you know, taking my time, just wanting to like, you know what I mean, like network, like see how people are like, you know, vibing with the song, and like, you know, meet some new people and take advice, like, you know, whatever. Like, I'm here for the ride. You know, it's fun.
No, I understand, and I think, well, that's the best segue to get into the track, written by you, produced by you. So you want to tell the people what it is before I play it?
Yeah, it's Carmen Electra by SweetApple West.
Ooh, SweetApple West.
Yeah. You know it.
So my mind can make a mess. Outside of mine, thinking how I wanna die. Praying with the Smith and Wesson. In these verses, I'm confessing that's really why I'm in. Live the day to product trend. Curse the serpents and slithering. Got me sipping bourbon. Running off the path, I'm swerving. Damn, what's hurting? As long as I can remember, I can fight for the will to live. Your life been as cold as December. Wind flowing through my pen again. Oh, how I've lived and I've lied. God, I'm believing.
Okay. All right, and we are back with SweetApple West. Okay, so we got a little questions from the live audience, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Or would you like my
Absolutely.
feedback first?
No, we can take whatever questions. Yeah.
All right, let's do the questions first. All right, of course, somebody was like, "Who is this artist?" So the artist is SweetApple West, and the single is called Carmen Electra. Okay, one of the questions we have is, who mastered it?
Who mastered it? I mastered it.
Okay. All right. I think, and I could be wrong, I think the reason why he was asking that because it doesn't seem 100% leveled out, especially with your vocals.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the beat is drowning your vocals, especially when it comes to the hook and everything.
Right.
You know, I was really trying to like turn off some of my senses to like put more emphasis on my ear. I had to close my eyes just trying to hear what you had to say because the beat is really overpowering it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, let's see what is in.
Yeah, I've been doing it for. I appreciate it. First of all, like I definitely like 100% agree with you. I've been doing it only for probably 8 or 9 months, but once you capture that energy, like once you record it, and you start, you're mixing it, you've gone, so far into it, it's hard to come, come back, and of course you can't go back and re-record it, you just won't have that same energy as you did before.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely a learning process, you know what I mean? But
absolutely.
No, it's just
yeah. But the DJ did say that he loved it. It just the chorus needed to be more pronounced, and it's something else he just said was the same question I was going to ask him. Glad me and the other DJs are on the same page. Is there's a woman singing in the background, but you can barely hear her.
No, there's not. There's not a woman singing in the background.
That was the sample you were talking about, or was that you?
No, that's 100% me.
That was you?
100%, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's funny, I really only got the hang of that, that. I don't know what it is. I have a few other new songs that's got that in it, but I went to Miami over the summer and it was just a much needed vacation. I spent a whole week down there, just had a beautiful time, and I came back and I was just I don't know. I just been in this headspace where I'm just kind of floating. It's just really easy to if you were to just listen to me singing that by itself, it sound funny, you know what I mean? But everything tied together is just, I don't know, created this vibe, and I've just been kind of riding that.
Absolutely. Someone else just say that it's hot and it sounds like a mix between Eminem, Yellow Wolf, and ICP.
ICP?
Yeah.
That's funny because my DJ had to he used to work at the Masquerade. It's a popular venue here in Atlanta. He was working security for ICP, and then they threw a bucket of literally a 5-gallon bucket of Faygo at him, and it knocked him out. He was the only person there that was kind of excited to see ICP for them, and they're I don't know, they just destroyed the place. He got knocked out by a 5-gallon bucket of Faygo. Had to go to the hospital. It was really funny. But I didn't really listen to any ICP. Eminem, of course I respect, but I definitely was more the Outkast, Biggie, Pac, T.I. kind of flavors, but I always just wanted to rap fast, rap my own kind of just play around with those flows. That's just the drummer in me, honestly.
No, I definitely understand, but that's definitely a cool mixed combination. But what I wanted to say is I think it's kind of dope where you can be very diverse when it comes to being a rapper. And then harmonizing behind you and how you can change your voice, but you got to make sure that it works in your favor. Yes, you may have been mixing and mastering for only a short amount of time, but maybe if you're going to be putting a project out, especially for new ears, sometimes you probably want to invest to get it professionally mastered. So you don't have to think about, well, I already did it, so I can't go back. You want to avoid that until you can personally do it perfect yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it totally does. It's just, it's such a hard battle, because it's you're already ready to like work on new stuff all the time. Like I've got so much like new stuff in my ears. I'm just like, all right, I'm like already past that. Even though like, but that's the thing. Like nobody's like digested it yet. Nobody's like got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, critique it just like we are. So
yeah,
I gotta like it's like it sucks. I don't know. I've been like on just like a creative wave for a minute, like no writer's block aside. So I keep writing and getting better. That's the only way like you do really, honestly.
Absolutely. And I totally understand. It's just like a lot of artists, they be so excited about their music and they just can't wait to get it out. And not saying you, but there's some that
no, for sure me.
Just because they have an explanation, they think that it's okay. Like one artist, he came to me and my DJ with a mediocre song. He said, "No, but I got some hot ones that's coming up to follow it, and especially on the album." I'm like, "Well, when you're on the call with us, we're only critiquing the one song you sent us." And then we have to fall in love with it enough to want to go and check out the rest of your catalog, because first impressions is everything.
Yeah,
And then you want them to take you very seriously as a professional. So when it comes to the song, you got to make sure that if you can't do the mastering 100%, you might just invest and get somebody else to do it, because a song like this, like, to be honest, the beat is dope. Like that beat go hard. But at the same time, when
that was one of those that was just like done in like I don't know, it was probably like an hour tops. Like I don't know, it just came together like really quickly.
Absolutely.
And I just already heard like that main melody, like long as like I don't know, that just kind of kept replaying in my head. Like at the time, I didn't have a car or anything, so I would like walk back and forth to like the gas station to like get cigarettes, get whatever. It was like a mile and a half, but like during the winter time, like that December wind ain't no joke.
Yeah.
And like that's what gave me inspiration for that. But yeah, that beat is fire. It's like simple, like super simple to me, but like that's all it needs.
Absolutely. And then it needs a TQuest feature. No, but
But yeah, there you go. That's what I'm missing.
You already know, because they were like, I think he just needs TQuest. I'm like, I feel the same thing. No, but one of the DJs did say that he likes the song. He's definitely going to cop it and going to support you, and then he also said that he can share a few things on mastering, because he actually used FL Studios as well. So I think he's going to follow you, and definitely want to connect us up, which is super dope.
Any it's hard to find like good people to like give you tips on like engineering and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that would be amazing. I was actually just thinking, I was like, man, I should like hire somebody or like do something just for like work with like even just for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Absolutely. Because, at the end of the day, even though this is the music and music business, we're supposed to be a music family too. But so many people are just so money hungry. They're like, yo, if you don't pay me, I ain't telling you nothing. We can't always be like that, because at the end of the day,
that's the last thing on my mind.
There was a time when you didn't know something. You know what I mean? And someone gave you a chance, so why wouldn't you give somebody else a chance?
Yeah, I don't know. People just like are I guess some people threaten. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like that, or some people just like see that you're eager and like you're about it, and they just roll with it. And I'm the same way. I really enjoy like helping out somebody getting started that's just like passionate about it, but like wants to learn. But like other people who just like don't want to put in the work, like
absolutely,
like but no, I'm definitely down to like always like learn and like. I don't know. I just like talking about music.
No, that's awesome.
That's all I got.
No, I totally understand. I used to love talking about music all the time, but now, since my whole world, everywhere I turn,
that's the last thing you want to think about.
it's to the point. Sometimes when I do go out, yes, I love being the center of attention because I think TQuest is awesome. But
sometimes you just gotta not have no music.
Yeah, I like talking about music, or in scenes where it's more public. So it's just like, hey, what up, TQuest? I'm like, hi. TQuest, she just stand up there.
Is that better than not talking about it though?
Sometimes. One time, I was with one of my model friends, and she does modeling, engineering, music, and all that stuff. She said, we gotta stop by the studio after your show because I gotta go pick up some stuff from the producer. I said, okay, and we went, and there was how you doing? Hi, I'm TQuest. There's a nice to meet you. I said, okay. But then she opened her mouth. Yeah, TQuest, she be rapping, singing, dancing. I said, oh, Lord. Why you say that? Why'd you say that? I like when people say that most of the time, but you gotta realize it's after the club. It's after 2 o'clock in the morning. I still have to bring you home. I still gotta drive an hour or so to get home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make moves in the morning. And the one thing I don't like is when I'm trying to chill, and now you in a studio with producers and rappers, and while you doing whatever you gotta do, now I have to sit here and listen to their whole catalog because you know they're gonna play it without me even asking. Oh, for where you the music? You know we be in here, we be doing this, down the third. Matter of fact, let me play something for you real quick. First of all, I didn't ask you to play nothing. Right. And I'd be like, oh gosh, why did you tell them?
I've got to be in the right state of mind to to really fully digest somebody. Like if you catch me at the right time, like I am too, but sometimes I'm just I'm already in my own world.
Absolutely.
I don't want to come trying to find out about yours or whatever. But when you do, when it hits you, you're not even expecting it. It's oh, this is dope.
Absolutely.
That's always a good feeling.
But overall, I am enjoying the track. You know what I'm saying? I got to dig a little more so I can connect more with the music, the lyrical part of it, you know? But overall, it's definitely a great track. And wow, that means I must like you because most artists don't stay the whole entire hour of the show. That means I kind of like you a little bit.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah, time flies when you have fun with TQuest. I keep trying to tell you that. You're not paying attention.
And I hung up once. And twice. I don't even have the full conversation.
I know that's horrible. But we're not gonna go back in the past. We're gonna stay in the present. So this is the time you take this minute to talk to the people about whatever you want to talk about. You can talk about you. You can talk about your project. You can tell them how to follow you on social media. You can give them a wow moment, which is words of wisdom. Whatever you want to talk to the people, you have the 60 seconds to yourself.
Word. Yo, so SweetApple West. Follow me at SweetApple West on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, SoundCloud, all of that. I'm just here to have a good time and get in touch with your feelings. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people being true to both sides of this show, out here. So if you want to listen to some real music, follow a real artist that's humble and loves his craft, follow me. Love y'all.
Aww. That was adorable. No, let me stop.
SweetApple West, baby.
You already know. No, but it's been an absolute pleasure interviewing you today and getting to know your whole entire story. And I'm sure there's more to you. But like I said, your music was cool enough for me to want to continue to follow you.
I'm going to come stalk you now online.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny because I was just following you and I was about to stalk your page.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're gonna learn to like me a lot more though.
I mean, I hear you. They all say that, They all say that. But it sounds cute, I let people stay positive. But
hey, I ain't got. It's 2020, about to be 2021. I ain't got time for no games. Anybody that's in my way. This is it.
This is it, right? But
it's time for production.
Absolutely. But like I said, once again, happy birthday to you. It's been a pleasure interviewing you and playing your song. And as you can tell, my live listeners is definitely feeling it. So make sure they listen to your music, stream your music, put it in rotation, you DJs. You know what I'm saying? Because we out here. We out here once again.
Thank you so much for listening to it.
Absolutely. Once again, guys, this is another TQuest show. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. And you guys know when it comes to support, it is free. So make sure you follow our guests. And if you follow me, I put all the information up on my app and stuff. So just in case you missed it during the show, you can just go to the TQuest app to get the information. And where can you find the TQuest app? You can find it in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free. And follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download that TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. And you can hit that Cash App because it's always active, $TQuestGLM. And if you want to have a little fun, you can always hit up my OnlyFans.